And on that note, we're live. We are back. We've not been gone all that long. This is our fastest turnaround to come back to Detroit by Moonlight. Just took a little week off to do some, well, I guess 2 weeks maybe. Did some one shots last weekend, and now we're back. So, because we've got some returning players of varying sorts, Woody, why don't we start with you? Tell us who you are, where we can find you, and who you're playing, please. And then tell us who you're going to pass it to.
I'm Woody. I use they them pronouns. I play Riff Raff. He returns. He returns. If you've watched the first season of Detroit, you know that Riff Raff was OG, and then I couldn't play because I couldn't. My work was dumb. But now I'm playing again. I'm so excited to play Riff Raff. Yeah, he is Ragabash, Lupus born. He's very socially awkward, and yeah, he is technically the leader of our little pack.
Very stinky.
He's very stinky. Yeah, he's very stinky. Yeah, he's been away. We'll explain it. Don't worry. I'm gonna pass it on to Badger.
What are we just like? Okay, I think I remember now. Hi, I'm Badger. I was here like 3 weeks ago, I think, or 4 weeks ago. I play DAWG or dog as they go by. They're any pronoun, and they are an Irish person who's been living in Detroit for legally they wouldn't say how long. They they're doing well. I don't really know what to say. Just that they've
just who you're playing. Yeah, just who you're playing.
Just playing dog. Yeah. Just with my stick and my diabetic glucose guy, I'm still here, still hating William. Serial killer.
And anything you want to plug? I mean, your links are in the chat, but anything else you want to mention?
There is a Street Wolves Kickstarter I'm an artist on. That already succeeded all its stretch goals, but it'd be nice if the actual creator got paid. So go check out Street Wolves. It's going to be a great game. You can get, if you love 80s shit, check it out. They're even one of the tier backers is legitimately custom-made cassette tapes. It's actually a USB. It's really cool.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, Street Wolves is really cool. I've been wanting to check that out for a while.
Oh, it's a great game. I'm also the accessibility advisor on it.
Nice. That's fantastic.
What about that new project you just released?
Also, there's another book I came out with of spells for D&D and Pathfinder for accessibility. You can get that on Kofi. There you go.
Yeah, so check out Badger's links and check out both of those. And who are you going to pass it to?
Alyssa.
Hey, okay. I'm Alyssa. I go by she, they pronouns, and I am playing Juniper, who goes by they, them pronouns, and they are a solar punk permaculturist, all about the green, full stop, not money, other.
I love
weed.
I love solar punk.
That's their side hustle, you guys. So they're a Thurge and the Glasswalker, and I think that's about it.
And who are you? Because it's been a minute since you've been on here. Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. Me. I am an artist. The end. You can find me on Instagram under Alyssa B _illustrations. Sometimes I draw stuff. The end.
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay. Up next, Gaming Hippie.
Hey, I am Gaming Hippie. You can find me at Gaming Hippie on Twitter. Also, 5 Hour Productions on YouTube. Hopefully, going to start that up again. I'm a freelance TTRPG creator. I think that's the best way I can describe it. I've assisted Badger in some stuff, and I've made my own creations. And once again, I'll be playing William, the 18th century British hunter turned conservationist.
Yeah, you're Teddy Roosevelt as a
Yes.
werewolf.
No, I'm the villain from Tarzan.
Well, yeah.
Brian Blessed. Just American Brian Blessed.
Yes. And I shall be the most charismatic in the group.
What's
twist mustache.
What's your full
With
name
your-
again? You have like a really great name.
Oh, William
Comcast?
Bartlesby.
William Bartlesby. I love the surname.
Yeah, you with your 2 charisma and Amira with how much?
4. And
Plus
4 and 4
nice and beautiful and
plus beautiful plus whatever attaching skill, and also 4
Mhm.
manipulation as well. So,
it's totally fine. And on that note, right, I believe you are last to go, right?
yay.
All right.
So I'm Rye. I go by Rock and Rye on most platforms. I go by any pronouns. I shall be playing Amira, who is investigative journalist by day and apparently hopeless slut by night, according to some of the others. Also,
She's got a lot of hope, but
she's got a lot of hope, but I mean, the way she goes about it apparently is not hopeful.
I love how quickly you were broken by one comment.
Uh-huh.
also
Sure, I'll work on myself.
that's not us slut shaming. We're very slut proud.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're absolutely. I'm
No
totally-
yucks
I wanted her to be proud.
I embrace it because she has the beautiful advantage for a reason. She is the group's galliard, so she's the one who also kind of tells the stories, the rights, all the fun, all that, the songs, all that fun stuff, which also ties into the fact that investigative journalism and stories and shite. And yeah, somehow she hasn't died or been, drank dry by vampire mummies yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think you're hoping for the embrace, but as we know, for werewolves that doesn't tend to go well
No, it
typically.
doesn't.
Mummies don't
Yeah.
have blood. How do
I'd
they
also
get that?
argue Amira's technically our fixer because she fixes up every shit that
Yeah.
happens. Like, oh, we were caught
Yeah.
on tape. Amira has to fix it. Oh, we were being Amira's got to fix it.
That's pretty accurate, actually. Yeah, I'll give you that. So, those of you who were in Chapter 2, who wants to give us just the briefest of recaps, just the highlights, other than, obviously
Yeah.
we've talked about Vampire Mommy. That was definitely a highlight.
Clear?
Aqua Clear.
We had
Yes! I claim victory, and that's all I'm going to say.
That's Hippie's highlight, just Aqua Clear. The end.
At least spend the entirety of the last
Finally
game
got it.
messing that name up.
That's the name. I literally have it written in my notes 4 times to say it.
For what?
Basically, to say Aquaclear and not Aquafina or whatever the hell we say every time.
Ethereal clear.
I was gonna say it's different every time.
It's different every time. Basically, Dog and William joined up Amira because they're both slightly famous. Amira caught on to them. We then met up with a contact, which then led us to who was not just an ordinary human who was working at the council because we're investigating King and also Aquaclear. And then we went to a club that broke into it, had to basically negotiate with vampires. Turns out the daughter of the vampire was our informant. Turns out King has been putting worm into all the alcohol and seems to know that those vampires are there, and he also seems to know we're there, or the company seems to, which then led us to investigating Aquaclear. They've been dumping radiation little parts somehow in the Detroit, is it the Michigan Lake? Detroit Lake. It's a big lake.
I
The big,
don't
big
remember.
lake.
Lake St. Clair, I think.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Lake there. And then we basically investigated, did our best, found a place, bonded, then went off. The other dog went off and did stuff he's not legally allowed to talk about, and set fire to a building that turns out the party were in when they had just found a were shark, because turns out these bastards are experimenting on people. They were experimenting on, I can't remember their name, I only know them as were sharks.
Oh, the Rokia.
And the Rukia, yeah.
Yeah.
It turns out they've been doing this for years. They also had footage of what is Woody's character's name again? Riff Raff and the gang. Jamira had to purge.
Riff Raff and Juniper and everyone from the Wolf Moon one shot, because you all broke into the King HQ and were definitely caught on camera.
You were very, very.
We then went back to the vampires because I needed to examine the body. So we used the vampires so I could examine it, and found they had kind of been triggering force transformation for like months and stuff via like implants in the brain and stuff, and had been like enhancing. That's a word.
Cybernetic gun.
And yeah, so we're learning that, and also just we're realizing like King Aquaclear, which is a subsidiary, whatever that word is, of King. They know something. We don't know what they are. There's been hints of weird stuff. I suspect mages are involved, because I always suspect mages in World of Darkness.
I mean, you did meet one.
I met a mage. That's right.
Yeah, Dog probably doesn't know that's what it was, but yeah, we did talk about that. That is.
I know the word.
Yeah.
The word.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what that means. The same way he didn't know what a were was. It's a mirror who knows all that stuff.
Yeah, and another thing that was mentioned, and you all briefly ran into actually, was the Pentex First Teams, which are part of the Kindred know them as the Second Inquisition, but they are hunters.
Right.
They look for supernatural threats and hunt them down and kill them. Or sometimes
that's what I forgot. We're all fucked. That's it.
Yeah, and at this point, you all, after chapter 1, you had made an enemy of Janelle King, but you were still kind of a minor threat. At this point, you fucked up some pretty major stuff. And some time has passed, not a lot of time, but at least a few weeks. I know the plan was to track down more of these kinds of facilities, and I can only imagine that our pack has probably done some monkey wrenching in the meantime. So you all have a huge target on your backs at this point. But Riff Raff, you've been gone for a little while. Tell us about where you've been.
Riff Raff, he went back to Italy to visit his father. It was his first time ever being on an airplane. It was fucking terrifying.
Wait, how did he get to the US in the first place?
On a boat. He stowed away on a boat. On like a boat that was just like shipping goods.
I wonder if I was on that boat.
and then when he was talking to his
dog biscuits.
Yeah. When he was talking to his dad was like, "You can't take a boat. You have to take a plane." And Riff Raff was like, "This is terrifying. I never want to do it again." And they had to do it to get back to the U.S. But yeah, he visited his father in Italy, because he's been, I don't know, he was, after John was killed, and then a bunch of other dangerous stuff has been happening. He's kind of like withdrew a little bit from the sept, just to kind of like try to like recenter himself and figure out what he wants to do. So he visited his father and he got a haircut. And yeah, he was in Italy for a few weeks, and then he didn't know if he was even going to come back to the US. But ultimately decided that he had unfinished business. So he came back to the US on a plane. He hated it. And he needs someone to pick him up from the airport.
Does Riff Raff get airsick? Because he gets carsick, so...
He was in the bathroom 99% of the flight vomiting.
Fantastic. I'm sure that's so pleasant for him.
Yeah.
And what about the rest of us? I know, Juniper, you had the big symposium and you've been working on the solarium. But since your infamous break-in, what would you have been up to?
Good question. So I think that I'd probably have been trying to set up whatever my next conference is. It's something in Europe. I can't talk about it yet. Not to say I don't.
Kind of a
know
big
what it is
deal.
right now. Yeah. So yeah, and just building community and really working hard to undo some of the damage that's been done by the worm to the ecosystems of Detroit. The end.
Good luck.
Thanks. I have my work cut out for me.
Yeah. And the three of us returning from chapter 2, what would you all have been up to?
Let's see. I gotta justify my resources going up significantly.
I mean, you definitely would get some royalties and probably someone who might have seen you at one point at the Aquaclear Foundation when all of this stuff went down at their little plant. Probably that gets you some publicity. So maybe that shoots you up in the spotlight again.
Do some more hunting magazines.
You've been asked to be in a telenovela.
Nah.
Yes. Yes.
I now have a brand of like dog toothpaste.
Yeah.
But it's
Kills
spelled
germs
D-A-G-G.
dead.
Specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's spelled like dog's name.
Nice. Yeah, a little under the side.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think I would have put some considered effort into exploring Detroit in like an urban explorer type scenario.
Sure.
Because I need my companion to find new smells, so I've just been going out in concentric circles. You know, getting my cardio in.
Yeah.
Getting my exercise in.
Hippie, give me just a single D10 roll, please.
Roger.
No, it's Rick.
9.
Fantastic. You found, while you were doing this exploration, you found in the tunnels below Detroit a group of rat people. They are were-rats. And you have established contact with them.
Olay!
So that could also explain some of your resources as well. It's ill-gotten goods.
Oh, good. Secondhand. I'm part of a secondhand market scam.
Second, third, 12th, you know.
But yeah, I would definitely try to get diplomatic relations between them, and our sec. Because it's never hurts to have more allies.
Absolutely. Would you have told the others about this?
Absolutely. What, you think William has secrets or shame?
You think
Yeah,
William doesn't
neither
want
one
to brag about this?
That's a good point.
he would brag, but not in like an arrogant sense. He'd just be like, "Look what I found! It's amazing, isn't it?" Like,
Says that you do poses as you talk. There is no way you didn't stand up on the table of the sept and go, avast ye gentlemen and friends, I have found, and picks up a were-rat.
well,
Actually-
yes, but I wouldn't do it
With
condescendingly.
like one foot up
Right.
on a barrel and
Yes.
Yes, yes, that's how he talks always.
If anyone here has seen Full Metal Alchemist, he reminds me of Armstrong.
Yes.
Now that I'm
Absolutely.
thinking of it,
Yes,
like,
yes,
that's
yes.
100% who he is.
Just suddenly rips off his
Also
clothes and
with the-
flexes.
Yes.
I did that. I did that at the club.
Exactly.
Yes. And also
That
incredibly
mesh is
asexual
so
in every vibe.
delicate.
What'd you say, Badger?
He's just like Armstrong, also incredibly asexual in the posing. Like,
Absolutely. So when you told the others, Amira and Dog, what would you all have done finding out about these ratkin?
I probably wouldn't be at the Sept for quite a while.
Ah,
I think William still would have found a way to
you
get
got
in
a cell
touch.
phone on you, even if it's a burner.
Oh, yeah, he would have. Or I would have been called by Amira or someone in the set saying, hey, you want to see what William gets? Because he keeps telling he wants to find out, he wants to tell you
Yeah.
what he found or something like that.
I would say a carrier pigeon, but you all have at least one Korax, which is a were-raven in your midst. So I'm sure it's just a carrier Korax.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Amira would have eventually gotten hold of Dog and be like, "Can you please come and shut him up about his damn were-rats? He won't stop, and I can't stop him for some reason."
The living room is full of them right now.
He
It's
won't.
like,
He
Dog
won't
will probably
listen to
then.
me.
Like, it's alright, give him under my pillow, there's some holistic medicine. Put it in a tea and give it to him. That'll shut him up.
Are you telling me to give him weed?
Microdoses of
Yes.
belladonna.
Yes, it's weed, not belladonna.
Have you
It
Maybe
mixed?
just, it just makes his eyes dilate.
Have you cut this with anything like mushrooms?
No, that's the upper. I mean, no, I don't use mushrooms whatsoever. Ever.
Uh-huh.
not even
It's
once.
just belladonna. I mean, it's just weed. Good weed.
Okay.
For tea.
Noted.
It should shut him up.
That you definitely didn't buy from the solarium.
Mhm.
Oh, no, I grow that stuff myself. The mushrooms I got from the solarium. I mean, no, I didn't.
I mean, I'm absolutely going to give that shit to William surreptitiously.
William, I'm
Yeah.
going to have you make our first actual roll of the game. I would like just stamina. You don't add anything to it, just roll stamina.
Roger. I'm rusty on the numbers, but I think I did good. 4, 5, 7, 10, 7.
I mean, it could be worse. Yeah, so with 3 successes, you get a nice buzz on, but you're still functional. Mostly.
Does it chill him out?
I would
Use
start to slow
remotely?
down.
Yeah. I mean,
It's like,
you sit down on the couch and you really don't want to leave. Like
I
you
reminisced
100%.
about war stories.
Yeah, you
I was never in a
100%.
war. I just watched them on TV.
Yeah, you get couch lock hardcore though. So you're just like on the couch and you don't want to go anywhere.
really help the back pain, though.
What back pain? I'm built like a Dorito.
Exactly. Oh, sorry. Exactly. That means you have no lower structural support.
Skipped every leg day.
It's just
I got 5 stamina. I got legs for days.
So you're like 2 Doritos, like end to
An
end.
hourglass figure.
I like 2 Doritos better.
he's like when you're first taught how to draw muscles and draw a human body, and you do the 2 triangles for some reason, and then the 2 cylinders. But he's just 2
Mhm.
big cylinder legs.
Sorry,
Absolutely.
the only thing,
No
the only
knees,
thing-
all legs.
the only thing I can think of is Patrick Star.
I actually did have a perfect image I posted that I did of him. I didn't do it. I just photoshopped fun. Laugh.
Good times. So, Riffraff, would you have gone with Dog and Amira to go meet these ratkin?
I guess, yeah, if he's back in America, yeah. He would. He think they are the cutest things.
I can tell you, because I have the wiki pulled up. I'll send you the picture. They're not really that cute.
Oh no, they're not cute.
They're
They're
feral.
really kind of not.
Look, they just need a bath and a haircut.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. That's what they need. And I mean, I think at this point Juniper would probably be tagging along as well, just because the Solarium's going pretty well. It's really advanced. There's not a whole lot that you're needing to do. It's mostly just sort of the finishing touches. So, yeah, I think that you all are able to make pretty good contact with them. And so you now have this other group of Farah that you are able to reach out
God.
to. Yeah, they're really not cute.
They're horrifying. Never
I
mind.
told
Oh,
Riffraff is scared.
oh,
It's not that bad. It's just like a hairless cat.
Try to encourage Riff Raff. It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
If
It's
all,
just a hairless cat. It's not that big a deal.
if all else
I'm
fails,
just
Riff
picturing
Raff,
that
you can bark
William's-
at them.
Is William like holding it by the scruff and petting it? Like,
They're still a people.
yeah, they are a people, and you're William, so that's all right. You petting them?
No. That'd be distasteful. I would be taking them a tour around the set.
I like
Fantastic.
Like, William does not look down on people. Like, that's something you must realize.
I like them when they are just rats.
Yeah.
Yeah, even whenever they're people, they're kind of greasy.
They're kind of fucked up.
Look, some Head and Shoulders, some Dawn, and some flea remover, and you're fine.
I mean,
That's exactly what Riffraff needs to do.
when you live in tunnels below
Group
the
bath.
city, yeah, when you live in tunnels below the city, yeah, you probably don't get to bathe as often.
Riffraff is surprisingly well groomed right now because his dad forced him.
They kind of look like someone
When in
from an
Italy.
American dry state. You know, those really hot states that are like in the deserts.
Yeah,
Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, like, but so Nevada?
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, they could be from Nevada. Who knows? So we had talked about at the end of last chapter trying to find more of these essentially plants, for lack of a better term, where they are making these creatures. And I think you all have several. The biggest issue is a lot of them are not in Detroit.
Hmm.
Good guys, road trip.
Hang on. Are there any in Michigan?
There are a few in Michigan. There is one in Grand Rapids that you suspect.
Why do
How
they
far
have
is
to-
that?
It's about, I want to say 2 hours from Detroit. It's basically
Sounds right.
one side of the state to the other.
Oh,
Which-
okay.
Given the UK and Europe is very wildly different, because you could be in another country, but several other countries in the same amount of time.
Only in Luxembourg. It's not normally a 5-hour trip. Crazy.
Or Vatican City.
Guys, we
Oh.
get to go on a road trip. We can play all of our tunes. My dad gave me some tea that is good for me not to throw up when we're on the cars.
I've got some children's gravel for you too. Don't worry, Riff Raff. We got you on this.
If I did both together, then maybe I would not throw up.
Can we?
I think
can
you're gonna
we
be
fit
good.
all 5 of us in John's car?
I was waiting to get there. You have a 2-door car. Good luck.
It's gonna be like a werewolf clown car. Let's go, guys.
If it makes
Hold on. First off, there's a lot of stuff we need to bring. Second, I suggest we rent.
Thirdly, there are roof racks, so somebody could get tied on top.
Fourthly,
Riff-raff?
because you took some dots in resources, William,
Exactly.
I think William would be able to acquire a more suitable vehicle.
Likewise,
Yeah.
because I have resources free now as well, so
Oh,
we can.
okay.
Let's rent an RV.
Yeah.
Brent, I think you could buy at this point. 6 dots between the two of you. I think.
I'm not saying how Amira has suddenly gone from 1 to 3 resources, but we can discuss that another time. When
It's the rat king. It's the
It's
rat
not,
king.
no, it's not the ratkin.
Side hustle.
Only pause again.
She has.
Yeah.
She has.
Says only pause.
No comment.
That's not a no.
That RV better have a ramp and not damn stairs. I'm never stepping foot in an RV without a ramp.
Oh, absolutely.
Those things are deadly. Like climbing up a mountain.
Also, they're just not very safe to drive in general.
Don't dogs get really car sick in RVs?
I mean, thankfully this one will have a bathroom in it, so you'll be covered.
That's true.
Like, we're gonna get a nice RV.
Yeah.
Guys, we
We
could
can
drive it to the
we can get
desert and
one
make
with
meth.
We're starting
Okay,
a
then.
Go to a desert to make meth.
I saw it in the
Who are
show.
you?
I was watching
okay,
it on the airplane.
I'm gonna be honest. I was gone for like a while. Who's the person who wants to make meth?
That is our official pack leader, Riff Raff, and or maybe we should be calling you fucking Heisenberg now.
Eisenbark.
Oh. Okay, it's nice to meet you. I'm
Wait!
I'm Riff Raff. My name is Cesare, but everyone just calls me Riff Raff. Yes, I lead this pack. I've been away. I was on a trip.
Sabbatical.
back with some really great business ideas.
I came back, guys. I watched
Hi.
Breaking Bad on the plane.
Hi. Okay. I'm just like very confused at this person. Are you in? Yes, you're in person form, right? You always say Lupin. I can't tell. Are you in lupus form normally or human form?
He's usually in human unless I say he's gotten the lupus.
There's a lot more tail
Okay.
wagging in lupus, you'll know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say, hiya, I'm disabled ankle warrior gardener, but you can call me dog.
Dog, I like it. I like it a lot. It's much more shortened.
Yeah. I've made a lot of chemicals in my time, and meth is not one you want to touch. I'd like stay away from that. Not good for the gut. It's not good for the plants of the area, you know.
Oh, okay.
That's why Nevada's a desert. Apparently.
Okay.
You'll believe that. You'll believe that probably. Yeah, that's probably true.
Well, I've never been outside. I've never been outside Detroit. I've been in Italy, but not anywhere else in America.
Oh, I visited Italy once. I'm not allowed back there.
Because of the chemicals.
Why not?
You ever been to Verona?
Yes.
Do you remember there was a big factory that was like apparently doing dangerous chemicals that suddenly blew up? Yeah, that's why I can't go back.
Oh, well, thank you for blowing it up. It was awful.
You're welcome. So,
I don't see why you can't
although
go
I don't
back.
think people were too happy. Because are you aware of who runs Italy? No, I can't go back. I can't go back to Europe. Why do you think I'm in Detroit?
Okay, well, I will teach you. If you go on a boat, then they will not say anything, and you could just go back.
That's how I got here, by a boat. At least I think so.
Too! Oh my god, that's me too!
It was yeah. Did you dehydrate severely too?
No, but I had to drink toilet water to survive.
Oh, that's full of chlorine, right?
Yeah, I made me really sick.
That might explain some things. How long ago was that?
Like a year, almost 2 years ago.
Were you a dog then, or like were you a werewolf by then?
Well, I could do this, and he'll like turn into his lupus form.
Oh, okay.
And he's wagging his tail
so I
really
guess-
fast.
I mean, I've survived in the middle of places, but I usually you don't drink from chemical toilets. Are you okay? Riff Raff, are you alright? Sounds like
He's
you've been through a lot in your life.
He's doing that thing when dogs wag their tails so hard their whole butt like goes back and forth.
Adorable.
This
Friend light is
you
going
know, I've
off.
been through a lot of things, but you've been through a lot. I'm concerned that you have a leader. No offense meant. Just
You're
Are
not
you
the
Dog
only
good
face
at
one.
Addy. What's going on here?
He does the biggest sad dog face ever.
look, I didn't
It's
mean
okay,
it like
buddy.
that. It's just
It's okay.
He
it
whines.
just
I'm well, okay. Honestly,
why is the dog in charge?
I was going to say, while you were gone, Riffraff, Dog was dealing with decision making because I have a tendency of getting us into trouble.
He'll turn back to his human form and he'll go, "Oh, so okay. Well, thank you for being such a good leader in my steed."
No, I say it was more of a joint leadership with Amira, but okay. That's okay.
No,
I'm not saying I
no.
want to be leader or nothing. I already got a chapter I lead. I'm good, but you know, like you're just concerning to me. I've never
Dog
met
is really catty.
I'm meow. Like, I'm just not. Look, I'm not used to being around people that much.
Okay. Okay, so I'm leader because that is what Silver Fang said.
Silver teeth.
Silver Teeth said.
No, that's awesome.
No, I
Okay,
I
so-
came
so
here
wait,
to
so
the
what you-
chat, and they said they put us in packs together, and they said, "Well, you are lupus born, and these people are not, and they are trying to figure out how to be werewolves. So you help them, and so that's what I'm good at."
Well, it's nice to be led by a fellow European. Puts hand out to a bit, then. You know, you're
He
not.
shakes your
you're
hand.
not- Good, yeah, sweet.
I would say,
I'm
especially because Rye, you're from the area more or less. In addition to Grand Rapids, there is a location in the Upper Peninsula, in Copper Harbor.
Ah, the UP, eh?
Mm-hmm. Gotta deal with all those Yoopers.
Yeah. So
For the people who don't know, Upper Peninsula people have a reputation.
yes, they do.
Good or bad reputation.
Odd reputation.
Yeah, it's a
Oh.
reputation. That's for sure.
They're halfway between Canadian and American.
Oh,
Literally.
okay.
I like Quebec.
Yes, kind of.
Well, no, not
No,
really.
French.
No, Quebec has a
No, that's not-
reputation
that's
in
not-
Canada.
You're thinking
Canada,
of
Europe.
Toronto. You're thinking of Toronto.
Yeah, just so you know, we do have 2 Canadians now.
Ah, right.
One Quebecer,
It's
for the record.
okay. We still like you.
It's okay. It's not your
Thanks.
fault.
No, it really isn't.
What were you gonna
Don't
say,
worry,
Ryan?
I'm stuck. I'm from Ireland and then living in the UK. I'm sorry for a lot of things.
Yeah.
So, we have 2 here in Michigan. One in the liberal bastion that is Grand Rapids, out closer to Lake Michigan, and the others up in the UP. Rick, what season is it?
Spring.
Oh, good. Start or tail end?
What's that?
The start of spring or the tail end? This is important.
Oh, the start. It's the start.
It's fucking cold up there. Bring your packs and winter gear if we're going up north.
Time to go leopard print.
It's the perfect
William.
season for it, really.
William, I swear to
I
God,
wanna-
if I catch you flexing in nothing but a leopard print thong, I am leaving you behind.
I'll
Is it-
have you
You are
know.
That's when
so
dogs
funny.
look.
Wait, who is this?
This one don't. This is
Yeah,
a
Riff Raff
serial
has
killer
not-
that joined us. This is
Riff
crazy.
Raff has not met William.
Yeah, you meet this barrel-chested of a man in these
Ooh.
like beige, in like this beige
Khakis.
hunting outfit, pith helmet, large gun.
And that's not a euphemism.
Nope.
It's not a euphemism.
Okay, what were you going to say to me on the whole leopard print thong thing, William?
A thong is not a very useful piece of clothing. I have a full snow leopard bodysuit, I'll have you know.
I want to see you in that. I mean, you know, for scientific reasons.
Dog looks at Riff Raff and then looks at a mirror and just mouths, "I get it now."
Amira just kind of clutches at her temple as if she's gonna start having an aneurysm.
It could
Like,
happen.
just hands you an antacid.
Yeah.
You know
Give her
what,
the
Riff
whole
Raff? I definitely prefer you to the serial killer.
Who is the serial killer?
Wait, the one in the leopard print.
Why are you a serial killer? Why did you do that?
Because it's
I
subtle.
don't.
You can't miss him. I would say I want to lead Riff Raff to his room, his trophy room, with all their heads.
Yeah, what
that
kind of
he's
heads do you have in
preserved,
there?
like, that's why.
Well, it'd have to be stuff. Well, the older stuff would be trophy heads, lion, rhinoceros, giraffe. But then later on, the newer ones are more conservationist, so it's more ostrich, warthog, wild boar. There's a chicken up there for some reason, and of course the newest one, which is a cybernetic gun.
Wow,
Yeah,
you
Victoria,
have
stop
a
taking my
lot
head.
of. Wow.
Quite
what I
a
mean?
collection you've
I
got
know.
here, William.
I'm sorry, this is only my travel set. I keep the main stuff in my house in Cancun.
That's probably
What?
for the best.
Dude.
Oh god.
Why do you do this?
I suspect a lot of that can't cross borders, honestly, from the look of things.
You'd be surprised. And I give like my charismatic smile.
With your 2 charisma.
That's not something to smile about.
And your leopard print, like,
Mhm.
Wow.
He's like holding the cat-
wow. It's wow.
are you okay,
Riff is trying
Rochelle?
so hard
No.
to like not say anything mean.
You'd be the first so far. I've been called a serial killer for a month.
It's so wow. It's wow.
Yeah. Notice the cybernetic
It's
gun
okay,
arm.
Riff Raff. You can insult him. It's okay.
My
Where did
newest
you get-
prize.
Where did you get that from?
That was from
The
the
were
freaking
shark.
the cyber Rokia that freaking Pentex were making downtown.
Oh my god. What the fuck have you been doing? Oh!
Terrorism,
What have you been doing?
committing terror. acts
Nothing's
of
wrong
terror.
with it when it's needed.
Riff doesn't swear, so that's why he was like, oh!
We've been committing
Nice catch,
We've been
buddy.
saving lives, apparently.
saving lives, committing terrorism against Pentex.
Wait, so this is not, we're not just going on a funny little road trip, we're like going doing crazy stuff.
Yes, we're going to do crazy shit.
I'm gonna take
Yes.
out. I'm gonna take out a butter. I can't remember what they're called here. I call them butter flowers. The little gold flowers, and put it under to distract Riff Raff, and put it
Buttercup?
under his chin, and it
Dandelion?
actually buttercup. Thank you. And it
Buttercup,
glows
yep.
yellow when it goes underneath a person's chin.
Oh,
Just try and distract. Look,
Aw.
Riff Raff. It's okay.
He-
It's all good.
you look so cute, Riff Raff. Don't eat. Nope. Nope. That's
Enjoy.
not good for you.
Don't eat it.
that.
Don't eat it.
Also,
Don't eat it.
whilst we're figuring out who is who, I don't know who you are. And she's like pointing at Juniper.
Ah, well, Riff
You
Raff
would-
and I
You
go
would know.
kind
would.
of way back, right?
Because-
Juniper the best.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
remember during that one shot, you weren't there as a player, but we did say that Amira was kind of tagging along and you helped to
Oh, yeah.
disable the exterior security a little bit. But yeah, you might not know Zim very well.
Yes.
But inspired by your impressive security stuff that you did for us during that somewhat dicey mission we went on, I
Yeah.
have since
Just
been
looking-
learning how to do something similar myself. So thanks for that, Amira. That
I'm
was
just looking at Rick's face.
that was amazing.
Rick's face being like, "Are you sure it was? Are you sure it was all that impressive?"
I mean, you did good things on the outside. The interior cameras, different story.
Yeah,
Well,
that mess I had
They
to
get
fix.
Yeah,
I've
that's
learned how to clean up my own messes, though, thanks to you. So it's all good.
yes.
Yeah.
You guys
We'll
have
probably
all
put it to
gotten,
the test.
you guys have
Yep.
all gotten to know Amira, and she's so pretty and nice and
Mm-mm.
cool.
No, don't start saying that.
Yeah.
You'll give me a complex.
Did she get prettier?
No,
I think
No, I
yeah.
gotta guys.
Did you do something with
anyone
your
else
That's
notice
what
hair?
I've heard. Yes.
Yeah, like there's more light glowing, but then I swear if you stare at you too long, like there's a weird fuzzy blur that goes around you. It's really creeping
Bit
me
of
out.
sparkle.
Yeah,
Could
it's
be
like
the glitter,
sparkle.
I don't know.
Amira is the prettiest. She's very nice.
No, I know. She is the prettiest. Objectively, look at her. Like it's like there's literally the lighting doesn't seem to go wrong, even when there's no light. I don't know how it works.
You would stand
it's-
out in camouflage.
Surprising. Yes.
Yes.
and you haven't even mentioned Cirilla yet.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to because I know that's going to open up a whole can of worms with a certain someone else, and we'll be here forever debating the points of whether I'm a needy hoe.
Nothing wrong with being a needy hoe. You just gotta respect yourself, and you were not respecting yourself, hoe.
See?
Whoa! Don't
This
say
sounds like a
don't,
discussion that
don't
needs to be
say-
had right now.
no, don't say that about Amira.
Okay,
She's a
fine.
lovely what?
We need to give Riff Raff and Juniper some context. Then if
Yes,
I'm going
because you're a Galliard from what I've heard, so you should tell us this story. Amira.
I tried
I'd like to hear it.
tried getting in bed with a vampire mummy.
How did that
Literally.
turn out for
She
you?
Why?
So she took rejection. She took rejection. So, it was so pathetic, guys. It was really like they don't take rejection well. I've just been trying to help them understand that sometimes people aren't into you, and it's okay. They got desperate. Like they were like almost throwing themselves at her. It was, and they were not mesmerized.
Amira,
But William
you-
was.
No, Amira, you
I like how
are
candid
so,
you are.
You are so much better than
Oh
that.
yeah, no, I'm
Why
not
did
very
you
good at
settle
that
for
whole.
that?
No.
I mean, she was hot, and she was enchanting, and she
She
was
was hot,
enchanting
okay.
William at the time.
Amira said she's very hot. She
You-
did look
you
like
can-
Amira, but blonde. So I guess
You
yes.
can do better. I think you can do better.
I would agree, but
Club
also
owner,
just
decent
accept that he wasn't
parent.
into you.
Wealthy.
What are you trying to say,
Vampire
William?
that looks over the mind.
I'm just saying, better is hard to come by.
Amira is a sugar baby now. That's
William, are you telling her to settle?
Just be true to yourself. I don't know all this sexual tension stuff. Sex is just for rutting animals to me.
We're literally animals.
But we are not rutted.
Riffraff's brain just exploded.
Oh my god.
What? I don't know what you. I'm literally an animal. I was born an animal.
But you're not rutted.
What?
Not
Okay,
yet.
what William is
Right.
trying to say is that he
So-
thinks sex is gross and icky.
And that's
I'm gonna
okay.
stop you right there.
About the evils that are plaguing us, however.
Yeah, how about
Not important.
How about shouldn't Juniper introduce herself? Because this lady's been very nice. Apparently Amira knows her and don't. But I just know you as Riffraff's defender, so I don't really know anything else.
Yeah, sorry. No, I'm pretty new around here. I've been in a different scene for a while, just like building up the solarium, trying to work away at regreening spaces, taking stuff over from all of the damage that's been done for all these years here. Riff Raff and I ended up on a bit of a mission a little while back. messed up some stuff, got into some trouble, and I've been
And
I'm sorry,
can
can I go back
say-
to the important part? You're the person who did the solarium? The gorgeous solarium
Yes.
with all these lovely flowers and plants?
yeah,
You have it.
yeah.
Oh, they're lovely. I have slept in the soil here. It is so well taken care of, I tell you.
Yeah,
It is
the energy is
lovely.
so good. Did you dream?
It's so good. Yeah, I did actually. It was weird. It was nice. Gaia guided me a little bit more here, I feel. Here,
Yes.
you know what? But I will tell you, I didn't think that you could grow like sakura blossoms so easily in Detroit. I don't know how you did it. It's so well done. They grow really well.
I've been working the land for a long time there. It was quite a process, but we're getting where we need to be. We're gonna keep working away at it.
It's gorgeous.
And Juniper, I can definitely let you know, Aqua Clear and Artist Enterprises are number one. They are the two subsidies of King Breweries that you all have realized are causing or creating these experiments. They were also sponsors of the not the solarium, the symposium. It's on me for using
They were-
similar words.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
they-
were sponsors of the symposium?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's problematic.
Yeah, you all
Alright.
didn't know whenever they paid you a lot of money, but now that you know, it's a bit of an issue.
Yeah, clearly.
You don't feel bad that I blew up some of the people who gave you money, are you?
No,
'Cause I blew
really,
up one of their
I
clients.
don't. In your stead, I would
Oh,
have done
good.
the same thing. I was out of town right then.
And
setting
I'm
up
the serial killer.
thing. But it sounds
I
like you
don't kill
also
people that you
also
can
might be the
prove.
serial killer William from what we've seen. But yeah, there might be
I
more of you. I don't know. I'm just meeting you guys.
There's a difference between serial killer and spree killer.
Hmm.
It's a fine distinction.
No, I'm a gorilla. I do what I do, and if I get people out who I'm not going to talk about it. I can't legally, so never mind.
That's
Try
yeah.
and-
I'd rather not hear it if you can't legally say it right
Yeah,
now.
you don't want to learn it.
Yeah, no, it's best not. But yeah, thanks for taking care of that problem. We didn't realize how problematic they were when they signed up as a sponsor for us for that symposium, and that never would have
Yeah.
happened otherwise. Let me tell you. So, good job cleaning that up.
I also saved the plants. I'll have you know. I literally put parachutes on all the plants and took them out of that office before I blew that place up. No
That
plant
sounds
gets
really
harmed on Dog's
time-consuming.
Watch.
Thanks for your hard work.
Most of them were
No,
plastic, though.
Gaia wants all plants protected.
All plants.
Even the
all
plastic.
plants,
Out the window.
even the
with you.
plastic ones. Gaia loves all plants and
want
does
more
not
friends.
judge.
Yeah.
They're literally
So-
just like little parachutes. People fuck them. Plants all the time.
So about those evil plans, what are we doing at this point now that you all have sufficiently caught up and given each other all the
Will we let
information?
the rat people go? I feel like we've kept them here while we're talking, and they're just awkwardly.
Oh,
Like,
they
Well, you discussed your serial killerness.
yeah, no, they've done their
They've just
thing.
been standing there looking back and forth at us
And
going.
as they saw the trophy room, they're like, "Well, right, okay, bye, guys. We're out
Yeah,
of
no,
here."
they went off to do their own thing. They're good.
Guys, what do we need for our road trip? We need to make a list.
Okay, I'll get the snacks.
Can I come
I
with
need
you?
low
No, you
I
are
need
making
low
you are making the
carb, low
playlist.
sugar
Riff-Raff.
food.
I want to come with you. I want to come groceries
Oh,
with you.
okay, my friend, you can come.
Just make
Badger,
sure
what
it's
did you
keto
pick up?
friendly.
Yeah. Make sure it's diabetic friendly, please.
We're on this. Don't worry.
Oh,
Yeah,
but they're going to need
yeah,
lots
so
of
we-
microwave
You know,
burritos.
Willie?
We don't have
Specifically
a
for 7-Eleven.
microwave. Do we
We're
have a
on that. So,
microwave?
but beyond the snacks
Yeah.
and playlists, what do
We
you
do now.
what do we need?
Do we need guns, weapons,
Water.
bombs?
Oh, we can get that. If you
Bombs.
guys want, I can bring my captor with us. They got guns, arms, and some stuff, and a car probably.
Yep, that sounds helpful.
They might be able to carry some extra stuff, but they are only the what do we call people who aren't like us? They're like humans.
Kinfolk.
So, they're only gonna have mundane weapons and stuff.
Kinfolk.
Well, they wouldn't necessarily be kin.
No, true.
Yeah. I mean, I don't.
Normals.
Yeah. I don't know if there is
Whatever humans
necessarily
are.
a word.
If I go up one more pit, they will become supernatural people.
There was a term for them in that Ghislaine.
That might be right. Yeah.
In the House Rules book, the Ghislaine.
Yeah. I think you're right.
We could also
After
talk
the
to
night?
Silverteeth and see if they have any recommendation for us.
Tooth. Is it Silverfang?
Silverteeth.
Silverteeth. Silverteeth.
Oh my god! Why is his name so hard to remember?
Silver tongue? What?
Yeah.
I mean, she's definitely used to people saying the wrong thing because she kind of stays behind the scenes most of the time.
Yeah, we can go talk to Silverteeth and we can see if she has any recommendations for us. Amira,
Yeah.
do you still have that knife?
What?
The one that John had?
I believe I lent it to William because William was the strongest of us. Or Bambi.
Okay,
Wait.
good.
No, Bambi.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bambi had it.
Okay. I could see if Bambi could give it back to us.
Oh,
It might be
Bambi, that's it.
useful.
Oh, Bambi, like as soon as she saw you, definitely like chased you around with it. So you probably have it back at this point.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what?
That's the kind of relationship they have.
Yes,
They
Bambi.
attempted to murder
love-
you?
I love Bambi.
It's done out of affection, really.
Yeah. It's a loving
Absolutely.
murder.
That
Amira,
reminds
I am
me, I
so
need to-
sorry I said you had low self-esteem, love. You're not that. Your self-esteem is much higher than our boss here.
I need to go back and I need to tell Bambi I'm back in America.
Wear body armor.
Bambi is going to be so excited.
Yeah. I'm going to sneak up on her.
That's a great plan. I like it. You should totally do that.
I will.
Now we have a
We'll
little
watch.
montage of Riffraff trying to sneak up, but you think that she's in her room. She's actually right behind you.
Yeah. She like puts him in a like headlock.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Gets him a wet willy.
In both ears. Yeah.
Yeah.
As you do.
Oh, double wet willy.
And Ryan, what were you starting to say?
No, I was going to say we'll get the popcorn, but apparently Bambi's already behind us.
Yeah, I mean, it would go even worse if all of you were trying to help sneak up.
It'll look like the Scooby Doo gang going along.
Yeah.
The
Well,
ghost
yeah.
behind them.
You're about to have your own mystery machine, so that tracks.
Yep.
William, wear an ascot like Fred.
Yes.
Joke's on you. He has this whole time.
That's true. Actually, he does. Actually,
It's
if he's
not
dressed as a
different.
necktie.
Made out of real ferret.
I can't imagine William looking preppy at all.
Right?
Or I can. The like
I
No, he
can,
has
but
to. He's always wearing khakis. He's always
yeah,
gotta
the
have
British
khakis. though.
Explorer.
No, he could be. He
pretty
could look
close.
preppy, but he has to look like what's that really douchey high-end white male sport with the little ball and the stick with a cup at the end of
Oh,
Lacrosse.
it? Lacrosse.
Yeah, lacrosse.
Always in a lacrosse outfit.
Actually, croquet is accurate too.
But it's leopard print.
Yeah. Yeah, croquet is also pretty accurate, just in a different way.
I've been
No,
wondering.
it has to be a
have you been
contact
wearing
sport.
leopard print before?
What was that?
Like, well, if William, what other animal outfits have you been wearing around us?
Oh, a lot.
I mostly stay in my almost entirely beige outfit.
What about that giraffe print short set?
I'm gonna
See-
have the giraffe.
You did say you had a giraffe head.
Oh, I did. Never mind then. Then yeah, I probably have something from it.
I'm
I
now
only wear
just
what I
picturing-
kill.
I'm now just picturing William as Craven the Hunter.
Yes.
Just the lion draped around you at all times.
That's a little goat.
Oh, that's Ghost.
That's the
William.
line. That's the line.
That's the line.
No, that's the
hit it.
lion.
Who knew when we'd hit it?
Oh.
Good times. So, Riffraff, you are able to get your clave back. Bambi definitely is interested in going with you if you would have her, but
Yes! Sorry. Yes.
she tries to not be excited, but as soon as you start screaming, she's just like, okay, yeah, I missed you too, I guess.
He like tackles her. But it's like tackling like a giant tree stump.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, you smell weird. Why do you smell clean? I don't like it.
My dad made me get a haircut and he made me take baths.
Ugh.
I know.
Horrible.
I know. He wouldn't let me come into the chapel with dirty hair. I had to cut it and wash it.
Oh yeah, I think we may have talked about this before, but is your dad literally a father?
Yeah, his dad is literally a priest.
Sounds about right.
Which is why, Riffraff is the mediocre Catholic that he tries to be.
Yeah, he's a mediocre Catholic.
He tries to be a good
He
Catholic.
tries,
He's just
he tries to
not
be a
very
good
good at
Catholic. He's just, he's just a literal animal.
So you all are able to make your way to Silverteeth, who, seeing this crew all together, just immediately face palms. It's like, Riffraff, you've been back for a day.
Yes.
What are you doing?
We're gonna go on a road trip.
Okay. Why? Where?
We're going. Where are we going?
Grand Rapids first.
Grand Rapids. Amira, wait. Explain what we're doing.
I just whispered to William, maybe you can't. Maybe you want to be leader. You're a bit more coherent.
Just the leadership here.
Dog doesn't like. I'm sorry, dog doesn't like riff.
We're gonna have a whole fucking session to vote.
Love
to
riff
fucking-
raff.
We're gonna have a whole fucking session devoted to leadership challenges at this rate.
Mhm.
No way. I'm not fighting. No one wants to fight. I have a feeling riff raff would kill everyone instantly. I'm not
I
doing
don't know about that. Maybe. But
The
anyway.
clave definitely gives him a big advantage.
That's
Yeah.
at the clave.
Yes, so we have the other Pentex outfit up in Grand Rapids, and then there's the one in the UP. So we're intending to get a vehicle big enough for all of us, and probably most of our equipment at least, and heading out west to Grand Rapids, and then up north to the UP.
Yes.
Every time you say the UP, you see her visibly cringe.
Oh no.
She's like, okay.
What's the issue with the Upper Peninsula? You keep cringing.
I mean, have you been there?
I've never been there, but Amira, have you
No.
been there?
I have never been. I've never been over the bridge. No.
I mean, Riffraff, you might
That
like it
isn't
there.
what we heard.
Huh?
That isn't what we heard about Hunter's Bean, is it? That was another state.
That was Milwaukee.
Oh, yeah.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
That's in-
Different state.
Yeah, it's in Minnesota.
They're probably still tracking that gemstone.
Which is now in Azerbaijan.
Well, we wanted to talk to you, Silverteeth, because we wanted to see if you had any advice on what we should bring when we go.
I mean, Riffraff, have you ever shot a gun?
Yes, I have shot the gun. Yes, I have.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Okay, I think the better question is: has Riffraff ever hit the target?
Yes, I
Or-
have. I have.
The
I
target-
was shot.
the target you were aiming
Why is that
was the
relevant?
target you were aiming for. Oh, well, he was asking about guns, so I just
I didn't ask specifically guns. I asked about supplies specifically.
okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay, guns.
Riff
Yes,
Raff-
guns.
Oh wait, so what? I thought we didn't use guns in the set because the werewolf bit, but only like because everyone acts like William's weird when he's got his massive gun.
It's more because it's William, and
That's
it's a
fair. It was
massive gun.
The gun is also 2 meters long, so
Yeah,
yeah.
and
So,
could break your arm shooting it.
I mean, do we have any silver
Your
stuff? That
arm?
seems more useful.
Well, the clave for one.
Do we have like, I don't know, anything else? Silver bullets?
So, being a Theurge as well, Silverteeth is like, hold on, why do you need silver bullets?
I mean, we're going to where the lab is, and that last had a wereshark in it. We're gonna be fighting something like us.
They're building strange
don't you
creatures
agree?
there.
Yes, we have to make sure we're
We-
prepared to get rid of them.
I think maybe not silver, but maybe incendiary ammo.
Oh yeah, that'd
incendiary
be
is
good.
easy to come by.
And she definitely would let you all know, not all Farah are vulnerable to silver.
Well, we're not. This potentially could be more than just Farah from our information gathering.
Honestly,
Well-
I'd be more worried about those armed forces. Armor piercing would be better.
I mean, anything at this point, right? I just thought it'd be useful. I'm new to the whole stab and arrow kind of people, so I'm used to other things. So I'm not sure really how it works. If it's silver or something,
Well,
or
from
infused,
my
or is it magic, like what Amira does, or like what who was the person who Stalker, the web guy? He does stuff on the what
The
WW
Weaver.
web thing. He's the hacker.
Oh.
Yeah, him.
Dungeon
But-
Raider.
Yeah.
Dungeon Raider.
Yeah, Dungeon Raider. Like,
well,
and
I
what
think,
I do with magic, so I was curious. Well, I call it magic. I don't really know what it is. It's from Gaia.
I think from my experience, it might be best for us to find a way to sabotage the Pentax, but not get in a direct fight with them. If we can
That is
help it,
what
I
I'm
mean,
really at.
yeah.
So for this plan.
Like we should prepare for the worst, but make sure that the plan that we're actually going with is one where we're not trying to fight them directly, because direct fights, they don't go well.
Okay,
weapon
do
is
we have
single action.
explosives then? We need anything that can explode or a caustic agent.
Well, we could try to
I
create
also-
a distraction if we get something explosive.
I mean, we could hide. I'm sure my chapter's definitely got like some form of explosives with them.
But I don't
could
have
always
great
hide them.
experiences with explosives, to be honest. They're kind of
That's why they
unpredictable.
deal with it, not us.
You can't. Even then, it's kind of hard to predict exactly what's gonna happen when you start making stuff explode. If it was up to me, it would be a lot easier if we had a way to get in with no one knowing that we're there, and then sabotaging it from the inside, and then being gone before people even know what's happening.
That is what we did well, the other two did last time, but then
It
they
won't
were
work
found
that time.
out. So we're already known. Like, Amira did wipe us from the bit, but he knows we're here. We have suspicion that they know exactly kind of who we are. Because they knew the vampires were here before we did.
I don't
So
think we
unless
can
we
make
can
much of a plan
disguise
unless we
our
get
form-
there.
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
good point. But I do agree, though, you're so right, Riffraff, that we should focus on sabotage equipment more than anything.
Yeah,
Do
I mean,
do we take the hacker with us?
we could. We definitely could. I mean, we could see who would be willing. I mean, it's just the more people that we bring, it's more people that we're putting in possible danger. So we have to let them know what we're doing.
I thought everyone in the set was in for danger. Everyone here does pretty crazy things.
But
Yeah, I
anyone
mean-
gone is also a resource lost.
And Dungeon Raider,
Yeah, pretty cool.
especially Amira and Riffraff would know, they don't really leave a whole lot. They mostly stay at the Sept. They don't.
They can work
What?
remotely. They did at the other place.
Mhm.
What we need is like
So
actually,
we
it's
just
too
need
smart for
someone
William.
who can operate a computer. Does anyone in our party know how to basically use a computer?
Not
I do
Riffraff.
not.
Hi.
Yes, I absolutely do.
Yeah,
Okay, we got two then.
Juniper's probably better
We
at
need
it
a
than I
laptop.
am.
We need a laptop.
Also,
I've got laptops at the lab. We got no problem there.
Hmm.
And it sounds like we need to do a scouting mission. Let us observe our target in its natural environment.
Yeah,
This is
Better
like a
take
true
3
hunter.
laptops
I'm
because they're
very.
probably gonna immediately track a laptop quite fast. So it's better we switch to another one. Although we have to move to a different place. But still, bring like 3.
I'm very
I'll
good
grab a
at
bunch.
scouting, so I mean I'm very good at
Oh, me
scouting,
too.
so I can help with that. We could do it
That
together, and we
impressive
could.
nose of yours.
Yeah,
Riff
that'd
Raff.
be good.
Yeah.
Maybe you can teach me how to get comfortable in lupus form.
Oh, I would love to. Lupus form is the best form.
You're gonna have so much fun, dog. Just wait. Just wait.
You're going to be a
I
dog, dog.
I'm gonna grab some tennis balls while I'm at it, guys.
Is that an insult? And I'm
No.
confused now.
No,
You know
it's
how
for
fun it is to actually chase the tennis balls? It's so much fun.
We're all about the fun here.
as you're all also talking about guns and incendiary ammo.
You know what? You're right.
Committing
This
domestic
is like half
terrorism.
speaking-
Or, by the
You're
way,
like half speaking my language on the explosives, and then completely over my head with the whole balls thing.
It'll be fun, but yes, let's think back to the how we're going to get our supplies.
Well, I said we got the laptops sorted. I can get us herbal remedies as well, maybe, and maybe some basic guns from my chapter, or they can come with us in a different vehicle. It's up to you guys.
So Silverteeth would let you know. Listen, Riffraff, you've been away for a little while. There've been a lot of attempted break-ins recently, so the Sept has increased security. We now keep an active armory, so if there's anything you need, within reason, of course.
Okay. Well, we're not going to take like everything. We'll just I mean, I don't know a whole lot about guns, but I trust Dog and I trust Amira and William and I trust Juniper to help sort that out.
Do you have swords or knives?
I mean, we do have knives. Swords, not so much. We don't really keep a lot of that sort of thing around.
Conspicuous.
C4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need
No.
C4.
Not so much. No,
Stick.
no, that's not
Dynamite.
something you could. Yeah, that's not really something you use for defense typically.
You just haven't been doing
I
it
think it
properly.
depends
Ever
on
heard
what
of
kind
mines?
you're planning on defending yourself.
Yeah,
with.
what about mines? Mines are useful. Man, I'm gonna go get the Sept some mines when I'm back, okay? Oh, don't you worry about it.
Oh, and this is how everyone loses limbs. So many missing limbs around the Sept.
Finally, a disabled paradise.
If you have to make it yourself.
Just
Is
have to
there
make it
something as
myself.
anti-ableism? Counter-ableism?
No.
But I do like Amira's idea of getting some incendiary ammunition, so I could definitely try and procure some more interesting ammunition types.
And armor piercing, you said too, is good.
Yeah, that's
Armor, incendiary, and at Guns 4, I think we would be aware of explosive ammunition.
Just
Oh,
as a side
absolutely.
note, I have a little trailer thingy, I think, at the back at the solarium, and I feel like putting all this stuff in that and towing it behind our RV might be a good idea instead of inside of it, in case,
Yes.
you know. Like,
Especially if we need to dispose of the evidence.
yes.
That can be done. But I think for any kind of explosive or missile type ammunition, we are limited to just what we can make. Which
I
is just
also want to
Molotovs.
grab
You've got a lot of chemicals down
fertilizer.
in Solarium. That's all I can tell you. We can make some pretty good Molotov.
Can you grab
cocktails.
some fertilizer?
Yes,
high
I
nitrates?
can. Yes, I've
Is
got you covered.
demolition a skill?
Don't worry.
I do have subterfuge, so I guess kind of,
Yeah.
and larceny, very high larceny.
I have a yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Hey, we
there's
can-
not
we
really
can blow
an
shit up and
explosive
steal
skill,
plants.
but you know. Yeah, so I'm gonna have William. You're apparently the only one who's really gonna roll today.
Ah!
Give me charisma plus firearms.
2 plus 4, 6.
Yeah, let's go with that.
7, 3, 6, 5, 1, 3.
Okay, so 2 successes.
Yes.
You are able to acquire incendiary ammo for sure. The others, they let you know they'd have to back order it. It'll be
Yeah.
a little.
All right. Well, incendiary's still good. That'll work on Kin.
Well, Kin wouldn't be. So Kin would be like the humans who are not yet turned. They haven't had their
Oh.
first change. Farah
Fair.
would be
Sorry.
probably what you're thinking.
I have so many nomenclatures.
I know. Also, incendiary ammo would work against Kindred.
It's a good all-arounder type.
Yeah, more or less. So yeah, you are able to acquire incendiary ammo enough for all of the assorted weapons you all would be taking with you.
Mm.
Now, things like missiles, not
Yeah.
something you would have in a standard armory. But you all would have.
William's not this
Pick me to
smart.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
William's not this smart, but we do have access to fireworks. Michigan does have a long-standing tradition of having a fireworks factory going 24/7.
Perfect.
So if
That's
you
a
want-
distraction.
My people would probably be stealing that shit.
It's like if you wanted explosives, there you go. Like they're selling M80s again.
Can I get my They are? Damn.
Yeah, at this last 4th of July, I saw an M280. It's the size of my arm.
Oh yeah.
I mean, welcome to America.
That I could ask. I said I could ask my allies with it to see if they can handle maybe procuring some fireworks, but I don't know. If Michigan does bit, can you travel with fireworks, or is it actually one of the states that have like the good laws about that stuff? Like maybe don't do that. I don't know.
Good question, right?
Goes to check Google. real
I
quick.
was gonna say, I don't know if you just know off the top of your head.
Michigan.
We'll assume yes until Google tells us otherwise.
So,
But-
let's not. Maybe I could buy a couple. I'm just gonna go to a shop and buy and ask them for money and buy literally just a pack of M80s and put them on in, not where the explosive ammo or anything's gonna be. Probably just in the RV of us. At worst case, someone comes near us here, emergency, throw an M80 at them. Like it would give you a
Right.
chance to run.
And I think realistically, given all of the things that you're gonna have with you, traveling with fireworks might be the least of your concerns.
That's a good point, But
We're
Yeah.
carrying like a bunch of unlicensed weapons. I think fireworks.
I don't know what Michigan's laws are for firearms, because like here in Missouri, there's
I
you
know.
don't have to register. You can open carry.
So
You could concealed carry, no license required. It's a hellhole.
so
That's so much different than
Uh-oh.
it was.
I can answer.
Wow.
I think I can answer both questions. So I don't believe there's any prohibition about transporting fireworks. By the looks of the Michigan Licensing and Regulatory Affairs Board. However, typically speaking, you're not supposed to set them off on public property, so we are definitely breaking the law in more than one way by doing that. As far as firearms go, you have to pass your blue card, which is your basic kind of multiple choice test. And there's a couple-day waiting period while I do the background checks, if I remember rightly. And I bet you someone from Michigan will now be in the chat saying you're fucking wrong. But generally speaking, once you've cleared those hurdles, you can get most firearms, pistols, rifles. If you want anything a bit more military grade, you're going to have to modify it.
It says, it says that if you are registered, you can openly carry. Wait.
America.
In Michigan,
Yeah.
In Michigan we can. So
there are some places
if you're
you
licensed,
can't.
though.
Yeah, Detroit
That's
probably not so much an open carry. I can't imagine that.
Isn't more in the mountains where people have overguns though? So I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
That's where all the
Yeah,
people
we'll blend
go.
right in.
Yeah, I mean, especially whenever you go to the UP, it's less densely populated.
With our RV full of illegal weaponry.
No. The RV has nothing but fireworks in it. The trailer's got all the evidence.
Yeah. We can just ditch that when we need to.
Yeah.
Set it on
basically.
fire. Gone.
or just run.
Yeah.
For an M80.
Yeah. So,
why not?
So William's the only one who's gonna have identification for his weapons. And I'm only carrying 2.
So Dog has the flaw that I don't technically have a social insurance or whatever you have here. So I technically also don't legally exist. So I can't legally own a gun.
Yep, exactly.
Amira's got a house. Yeah, Amira's got a 9mm that she's legally allowed to carry because America.
Riffraff is scared of guns.
Okay.
Oh, then you will not like William.
I mean,
You haven't seen my gun yet.
Oh.
Hello?
Oh.
What's up?
Hello?
Everyone went quiet. I put my signal drop.
Yeah, it all went quiet.
I'm bewitched by cat.
The feds went after us. The cat did it. Everyone pin it on the cute cat.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone blames.
So it sounds like we have a good plan here.
We also food supplies. I said that are friendly to dietary issues and conditions.
Absolutely.
So do that.
Mm-hmm.
We also need to pick who's driving, like who can drive. Okay, you two are driving. Good.
Yeah, we'll switch off.
No driving skills.
I have 1 driving.
I've got 2, so I can probably drift with this thing if we need to. Don't worry.
I don't know if that's how that works. I don't know if 2 dots means you can
down the road.
RV.
Trailer full of explosives in tow. What could
Yeah, you could drift it right off the road and blowing all of you up. You'd follow John into the afterlife in a fiery explosion.
See if Riffraff drove, that's what would happen.
Oh, absolutely. Riffraff is not allowed to drive.
That and a lot of barfing. Those 2 things.
Yeah. So it sounds like we've got a good plan as far as our gear. And I know that, Amira, you mentioned wanting to go to Grand Rapids first and then hit the UP.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm going to contact my charter to follow just in case we need allies at the last second.
yeah, how many dots do you have in the
3
contacts?
in both. So they have. Oh no, it's not a contact. It's
Or, sorry.
allies and reliability, and I have 3 in each. So they are gang. They are mid-level, higher quality gang territory strong in weapons, skills, and loyalty to me.
Do they know what you are?
Yes, probably.
Okay. So I think at this point,
They are
now
not
that-
that,
what's that?
but they aren't human. They're still human currently. I need 1 more pip.
Well, I was gonna say, I think that probably some of the ratkin would have potentially at least been tagging along. Everything okay, Ray?
Donna is interfering.
Gotcha. Helpful cats will be helpful.
Up, up.
But yeah, I think that some of the ratkin would probably be at least they may not be out about what they are, but would at least try to help out with the guerrilla group.
Oh no, the guerrilla group is unless the Ratkin's coming with us. I'm just asking the guerrilla group to literally like follow us in emergency situation.
Right, right. Yeah, I think that they would definitely want to tag along.
Ratkin tag along in the car with them.
Yeah. Secretly, you know. I'm just a normal human,
Yeah,
like you.
I just go like, guys, it's gonna be rats in the car. Just let it happen, nature's way.
I mean, they're in human form.
Oh, they should be in rat form. It's cuter. You can also store them in the very small car better.
I mean, you know what? You could just have them in the RV with you.
Sure, that would. Riffraff, you're the boss. Do you want the ratkin with us?
Yes, I would say no.
So yes.
Depends.
Yes. Yeah, sure.
So we're upgrading from an RV to a bus.
No,
Like a party bus.
Like a
No.
retrofitted bus. Yeah, totally.
you have 5 people. I'm gonna say 2 ratkin, and then dogs'
Maybe.
contacts are following along.
Yeah,
They're not.
They're doing their own.
Yeah, so I
Right.
mean, you've got more than enough room, even
Oh,
with
Bambi
a
coming
smaller
with
RV.
you?
Yeah, Bambi's
What's that?
coming.
Oh
Bambi?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
Bambi.
Bambi's coming.
She may be large, but she doesn't take up that much space.
It's just gonna be 7. It's gonna be hours of just going. Don't make me come back in there. Under 2 people.
He's touching
know-
me. No, I'm not.
You know how
Yeah,
dogs
as Bambi's
play fight?
actively beating up Riffraff in the back.
Yeah, that's you and Bambi, isn't it?
Like
Doing
every
the-
corner we hit, Bambi leans into Riffraff to push
Yeah.
them into the door.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's absolutely like WWE.
Yeah.
William
It's when
man
dogs
spreading.
wrestle.
They call shotgun.
No, I call shotgun. I'm disabled. I need the space.
You can
Yeah,
have
fine,
like
count
a
it that way.
secondary shotgun. William.
I'm secondary shot. Wait, did William just take a shotgun? I call shotgun. Picks up shotgun.
No.
Everybody's sitting on one another's laps just to not be in
Yeah.
the back.
No, dog obviously gets shotgun. William gets the secondary shotgun, like the second best.
Oh, we've got that old 70s or minivan bits. We've got the free seats at the front. So you've got-
Okay, yeah, there we go.
Well,
So
being
we're
an
having to
RV,
share.
being an RV, it's a little bit bigger than that. So the back half of it, it's almost like a small apartment where it's got, a stove and cabinets and things like that. So you can pretty easily move around back there. There aren't a lot of seatbelts because it's America and we're very safe.
Mm.
There's seatbelts in the
You
front
don't
seats.
understand. There's room, but there's 2 dogs that keep fighting. There's no room.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. Amir is probably miserable.
The trailer's definitely not on fire.
Dog
mean-
is literally getting his walking stick, and just batting at the wall every 45 minutes, saying, "Hey, no,
Yeah, literally.
keep it
Don't
down,
make me
no."
come back there.
It like
Getting
quiets
the spray
down.
bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't make me get that spray bottle again.
It like quiets down, and then like 5 minutes later, you hear like the sounds of like dogs like growling at each other, and like you just hear like the sounds of them like wrestling.
Grabble.
Don't
Yeah.
make me bring William back there with his gun.
No.
I'm not gonna do anything, but you're scared of it. You
I
don't know
will
that.
randomly
Muzzle to
toss
both of
tennis
you.
balls in the back to distract.
Yeah.
What I love, it's also to help it's also the us 2 in shotgun are also probably having to shout at the other 2 are driving the poor whoever's driving insane because we're the ones shouting and hitting at stuff while they're trying to stay on the road.
We just keep
Yeah.
turning the playlist up louder.
Oh no, William's just
Yeah,
sleeping the whole
loud.
ride.
The playlist that Riff Raff put together is all like Disney songs, and then like really, really old like Italian soap opera music. That's
Amazing.
the whole playlist.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So
Maybe
I
think
have
about it.
I don't I don't know the name of it. I'll have to find it and send you all a picture. But like my grandparents had an RV that I'm picturing this as, and it has like basically right above the cabin where the driver and the passenger would be, a little sleeping area in addition to
Yeah.
the other parts of it. And I just imagine that's where William is. It's probably like in that little upper area, just sleeping.
How does
William
he
ate
fit?
all the gravel and is out
How
for
does
the
he fit?
ride.
Yeah.
It's surprisingly spacious.
Yeah.
I was gonna. It's like pull him out. He just says like has to be entombed in it because he's just so he's a Dorito.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. So, you all load up this RV. I think probably Dog's Contacts would have some. I'm gonna say it's a '90s Toyota Corolla that is just beat
No, it's
to
a
hell.
hybrid. They're Ancro gorillas. They have a hybrid. Better for the environment.
That's fair. I think that they probably converted the old Toyota to a hybrid. I think that's more
Yeah,
likely.
they just
They could get
matched a Ford. It's like a Ford Ford something beginning with F, and just mashed it together with a Toyota or something.
Actually, you know what? Because I like the mental image of it, I think that they have converted a Ford F-150, so a pickup truck, to hybrid. Just because
Oh no! Ah, Ford F-150s are abominations.
but they would convert it. And being a
the most
pickup truck,
recent one in
they could put a lot of stuff in
2020?
the back.
The new electric car in Ford in 2020, the electric batteries to put it to power it weigh as much as a European average car.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Not surprised at all.
But no, you're right. I think they would have like an old, I'd say, yeah, like one of the old, you're right, one of the old Ford pickup trucks before they went SUV style. I just converted that hybrid. Yeah, the old, that sounds fun. Especially if the rats are all sitting in the back.
Exactly. I mean, there's only two of them, but I think
so nice.
yeah, I think the rat can would just be in the back, and they would have a tarp over all their supplies that they've got back there. Even if they're not illegal supplies, they would still have a tarp over it, just because you don't want people to know what you're doing, because that's just how it goes. So you all make your way towards Grand Rapids, and Juniper, I would like you to make me a driving roll. So give me dexterity plus drive.
Oh boy.
Okay. Dexterity plus drive. So, like, I take a dice for each dot I've gotten that, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's 4. Okay, so I got 7, 5, 5, and 3.
Okay, so that is one success. Yeah. You all make your way. Yeah, it is definitely a rough ride. You make it past Lansing, so more than halfway to Grand Rapids. But you are in a more rural area of Highway 96 when you notice that you're being followed, and not just by Dog's Contacts.
Hey, everybody, I think we got some trouble behind us.
I'll wake up and go to the back window, take a look.
Sounds of
You see a
dog fighting
trailer.
stop.
Nope, just see a trailer.
I'll get on my radio saying, "Hey guys, there's someone behind you following." I don't.
Yeah, and they radio back. Yeah, we noticed that. Do you know them?
No. Is there any chance you could like deter him away from us in any way?
We'll certainly try, and they're going to attempt to. We'll see how well they do.
Pit maneuver, pit maneuver.
Hey, with your sibling and catch.
Oof. Okay. Yikes. So
Oh boy.
the pickup truck tries to like slow down and is pulling all the things that they can. They're weaving back and forth, trying to keep them from being able to get to you. But it is an SUV that you're being followed by, a
Oh, fuck.
blacked out
Evil.
Escalade, and they do the pit maneuver on your contacts. So they are driven off the road, and immediately they are on you. And Juniper, with your one success, they blow out one of your tires, and you are not able to keep this thing on the road. You drive off into a field, and the RV is now on its side.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Uh-oh. Sorry,
Dog-
everybody.
Dog, you're probably fine because you're in the front seat. You got a seatbelt.
Yeah.
And a dog fighting abruptly stops.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Tennis ball.
Ironically, we were listening to the Drive soundtrack from Cars.
Life is a highway.
Yes, that is 100% what is blaring as you are all now sideways in this field.
And which side?
At the left side.
Okay, so we can still access the door.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. That's
Alright.
that's
I'm
the plan.
gonna do rubber scent to detect, try and detect. I assume they're going to be coming to detect if they're dealing with humans, so we know what weapons to get out.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's 3-4.
Okay.
Yeah, it's wits and wisdom. D10s, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not D6s.
And the last 2 rage die, does that not apply here?
Yeah, it would apply here.
Oh, not bad. I think. 7, 9, 9, 4, 5, 1.
Okay, so yeah, 3 successes. So you reach out with your supernatural senses, and you definitely smell humans.
Okay, I tell everyone, okay, we're dealing with humans, not the one I can smell, but we're dealing with the supernaturals from what I smell.
I'm getting the gun, which is in the front car
I think
with me.
we should deal with this. If it's humans, some of us should be in the back in case they are just going to try and shoot us, to shoot them first. But I do think we should try and talk our way into this first if we can. If they are just humans.
Loading
Especially if
incendiary.
we could take one captive.
We just
Who
feel
would be getting out first?
Riff
May-
Raff will climb out as a human form.
I'll get out with Riff Raff to talk with these guys.
It would probably take them just a little bit longer because you were the driver, so you'd have to climb back out, and you've got to get out the door. Whereas Riff Raff being already in the back, he would be a little bit closer to it in some ways. But yeah, you can absolutely be next after him. Riff Raff, I need you to roll me dexterity and athletics, please.
Okay.
Dodge those gunshots.
Yeah, that's 5. Oh my god, I have to roll so many.
Dog would definitely tell William and Amira, because Dog is shaped into the side and definitely cannot get out without help. So they'd probably tell William and Amira to get into an angle with a gun.
Yeah.
Pointed in case.
I got 2 successes.
Okay. So as you climb out, you get basically about your waist out, right? When you notice that this black SUV is pulled off, and there are people in body armor with rifles as they open fire on you.
Oh no.
And Riff Raff, you are going to take 2 damage.
Ow. Ouchie.
Superficial.
It is superficial. So it's just a slash. It is an important distinction
Mhm.
because you can heal from that a lot more easily.
Okay. How far are they from us?
Maybe 30 feet.
Okay. Well, Riffraff is gonna climb out and like use the RV as cover. Like,
Okay.
he's gonna hop behind it.
Absolutely. And
And
all of you, this is not hard to hear. This is automatic weapon fire.
Oh, good. Well,
So no discussion then.
yeah,
William's like, hell
Okay.
yeah!
it's an
Um,
RV.
I would say with the two things saying, do they went to the two who are shooting? Hey, Amira and William, did they look like the guys that were in the part of the security people we dealt with before? You know, the hunt, the people we seem to be unusual, or do they just look like ordinary security guards?
Let me go ask them, and I'm gonna open the top hatch
With your
on the
gun.
RV
Yep.
and take a shot.
That's exactly what I was hoping you would do. Go for it.
All right, that is dexterity plus firearms.
It sure is.
That is 7 dice. That is 7, 10, and 9. So
The
I got 4 successes.
7, 10, and 9.
Well, I got 7, 3, 10, 4, 1, 5, 9.
Okay, yeah, so 3 successes because you just had the 3 that were up 6 or above.
Yeah.
Okay. That is enough because they only got 2 successes. What was your damage for your gun?
I think it was 5 dice. You said.
Well, you don't roll dice for it. I think it was +3. I want to say.
For a big gun like Williams,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's +4 because my 9mm is +3.
Okay. Yeah. So
I remember a 5, but I'll take you on it.
In fact, it might be 5, honestly, considering the size of that dang gun.
It might be. I'll double check because off the top of my head, I don't remember now.
Yeah, I will.
So before next time, I will check on that.
All right.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I've also-
it being sick.
I've also loaded with incendiary, so that's going to change it.
yeah, it will affect things a little bit.
Why are you wasting it on the humans?
A, I didn't know. B, I didn't think about it. C, I don't care.
So,
Serial killer.
the weapon chart only
Mhm.
goes up to a +4, so it is GM discretion if you want to go for the +5 because it's that big
Yeah.
elephant gun.
Yeah, I
Oh, this is
It
bigger
may
than an
have
elephant
also-
gun.
It may have also been that you had, I think, some bonuses because of your.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember.
Because
I
of your-
used Fatal Flaw.
I think that may have been some of the
Okay.
effect as well. But so, giving it +4, you had 1 more success than they did, and so that means you are going to do a fair amount of damage. So 4 plus that extra 1, and it does not have for humans, but you're only going to be able to hit a couple of them, and only because they happen to be not directly in a row, but
Group
they're just enough nearby each other that it continues through the first one and gets a second one,
I'm
and
effectively
they-
flying an armor-piercing flare gun, so yeah.
and they immediately go down.
Woot!
There are still 3.
Can I get a look at their uniforms at all? Well, before they drop?
Yeah, give me a quick wits awareness.
Wits awareness. Where's awareness? Oh, 0. So 2 dice.
Good luck.
8 and a 2.
Okay. With 1 success, you are fairly sure, but you could be wrong. It's hard to tell whenever you're being shot at. But you think that it might be who you had seen, the Pentex first teams.
I'll lean back into the van, so I got cover, and responding to Dog, I think so, but I'll ask them again as I begin to reload.
Ask them again with your gun.
I have 45 more questions left.
Amira, Juniper, what would you be doing?
I'm still trying to get out because I haven't rolled yet to get out of the RV, so presumably I'm trying to do that.
You wouldn't have to roll to get out.
Okay. I am then going to attempt to steal their van because clearly we're not going anywhere soon.
Okay. Give me a dexterity and athletics roll, please.
Okay. You don't want larceny?
Nope.
No.
Surprisingly not.
And I don't need rage dice in with it, right?
So 2 of them will be rage dice. So you'll just be replacing 2. I usually, if you're rolling physical dice, just roll 2 separately out of that.
Okay.
So how many dice is it total?
Well, so dexterity is 2, and what was the other one you asked? Athletics?
Athletics.
It might just be 2 dice.
Okay, so they're both rage dice. Don't fuck it up.
I'll do my best. We'll see. Okay, so well, so much for not fucking it up. I got a 2 and a 3.
Okay, so you didn't totally fuck it up because if they had both been 2s or a 1 and a 2, that would have been real bad. The issue is you had 0 successes. They got a crit and 3 other successes, so it is 7.
Okay.
So after the initial volley,
Mm-hmm.
William, you probably would have seen that they had been removing the clips from their weapons and switching.
Oh.
And Juniper, you get absolutely lit up with this automatic weapon fire. They are also using incendiary.
Oh,
No.
we gave the GM ideas.
Oh no, this is first teams. I didn't need ideas.
Okay.
This is like elite SEAL Team 6, basically. So let's see, 7. So that would be 3, but it is aggravated.
Oh,
So three full X's then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I have no idea where the damage actually is on the sheet. I've just put 3 X's on the sheet.
excuse me, GM. How do you calculate health again?
It is stamina plus 3.
Oh, my health went up. My health went up by 2.
So is that out of the health then that we've got? Is that how that is calculated?
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
What do you have left?
3.
Okay, so only half your health in that one volley.
I just need to make sure I don't get shot again. But I do also have stealth, so I was actually attempting to do that stealthily, not just like.
The issue with that is they're looking right at it.
Okay, fair.
So as you're climbing out the side of this, it's pretty hard to stealthily get out of the
that's
area when they're looking right at you.
I forget. Did we
Okay,
buy
I'm
this?
not
Or
that
did, we,
stealthy. You're right.
did we buy this or rent this?
You bought it,
Yeah, we can.
so
pull
you
it
don't
up
have to
there.
worry about.
As
Oh no.
as
I was saying we should maybe take a lesson from this and build an escape hatch in the floor in case this happens again.
Yeah, that's fair.
as Riffraff sees Juniper get like shot up, can he like grab her and pull her down behind the van?
Absolutely.
Thanks, River.
Can I do anything to try to help her?
Not currently, because it would be Amira.
Uh-huh.
That's okay. I'm only kind of hurt.
Can I just like help her in like a role play where like I take my jacket off and I like press it against where it's bleeding?
Yeah, that jacket is ruined, but absolutely.
Yeah.
What's Bambi doing?
Yeah, Bambi, go fucking sicko mode.
Bambi is currently trying to get oriented after you all had this tumble. We'll get to her.
Yeah.
Hey.
How long do
Can
I
we-
think it'll take Bambi to be ready to hit someone? Especially
Probably right after.
especially if I beckon someone to come closer to us and they're defenseless while I'm doing so.
Probably not long.
Okay. Can I get a solid eye contact, or are they wearing some kind of reflective gear or something to prevent me from getting good eye contact?
They do. They have full like body armor. They've got helmets. They have some kind of like goggles, essentially.
They know
They
what they're
have-
hunting.
Yeah, they have come prepared for anything, essentially.
They've come prepared for trickery.
Yeah.
I don't have any points in medicine, otherwise I'd start trying to.
I do.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but you're. I need to get you.
Someone's gonna have to. Someone's
Yeah.
gonna literally have to get me out of the vehicle to
Yeah.
help. Yeah. Even if I turn werewolf, still got my wheelchair attached. I'd just be running up a vertical wall.
Yeah, that actually might be a little bit trickier trying to get the wheelchair out through the door.
Yeah, so I'm actually easier getting out in human form.
Yeah.
God, what do I do here? Do I shoot?
Actually, while you're figuring that out, can I actually try and get up so I can at least reach the bit, like try and climb using my stick to hook on? Because RVs have loads of like hooks and stuff all over the place.
Oh yeah.
My wheelchair's
Yeah,
got the
that's
seat,
true.
so it can just hook.
Yeah. I would say either strength or dex, whichever is better for you.
Dex.
And then probably athletics.
I did. I did not. Okay, so that's 6, 6, 7, 4, 7. That's 4 successes, I think. Or is 6 not a?
Yeah, 6s. Yeah.
So 4 successes.
All right. Yeah, you are able. Where in the RV, or are you trying to get
I was
out?
the literal shotgun seats. I was the only one other than the driver who was like seatbelted in.
Right.
Mm.
But I mean, are you trying to get into the like?
I'm trying
interior
to
of the RV
actually
or
climb
out?
up. I'm trying. I mean, did any of us see her get shot?
How could we miss it?
Well, I mean, Dog being in the front seat would not have been able to see anybody getting shot. You could hear, but you wouldn't be able to see it.
I probably would be at least climbing up to a point where I'm holding on, lifting my head out of the open hut to just shouting like, "What's, like, Riffraff, Juniper, are you alive?"
Yes.
Alyssa, you're
Do
muted.
you need assistance? Do you want to get back in here and let William handle it?
We're just hiding behind the RV. If we get up, they're gonna shoot us again.
We're pretty safe
Where
right
are
now.
they?
Thanks though.
We're hiding, like, I guess, like, on the side of the RV that they can't see us from.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
bottom.
You warned they have incendiary rounds. Not unlike
Did
us.
one of you get shot?
Maybe.
This is
Get back
Both
into
of us,
the
yeah.
RV and I can treat you. Or at least get round closer. So, what are they like now behind the RV, or are they
They're behind
are they
it.
stuck behind us, or are they just
At-
poking out?
yeah. So
Right.
at this point, because you are on the left side, it has landed on the left side. Where Pentex, where these soldiers are, would be the top. Basically, they're walking towards the top. Where Riffraff and Juniper are would be the bottom. But because it's on its side, it then becomes the left and right side.
All right. Is there any broken windows closer to those two where they are? Because RV. I don't know how good RV windows are.
I mean,
They do tend to shatter and crackle when they hit stuff as the safety protocol
Right.
thing.
yeah, I think
Sorry, they
I
don't
think
shatter, they crackle.
yeah. I think probably the window where you were seated would be fine because it is a little bit more sturdy. I think probably one of the side windows, or that the side door at this point is open because 2 people have already gone out it.
Yeah, but isn't that where all the bullets are coming?
Yeah.
But also, so are the windows
Fair.
because the windows are all on the
Um,
same side. Basically, you all are like little groundhogs or meerkats just poking your heads up, and
How
they're
long
just
would it take me to get to the open hatch that William's somehow shooting out of if we're on our side?
I mean, with
William
the
climbing
roll that you
out?
had, with
Yeah,
the
but
roll
they-
you had, you would be
Go
able to get there pretty easily.
Then I'm gonna do that and literally slide out painfully.
You're going to be
Within
crawling
out the
into
way.
live fire.
Yeah.
I thought the back of the. Wouldn't I be crawling into the back of the
No.
vehicle? Or are we? Oh,
You'd
okay.
be-
We flew
well,
the
you
other side.
would
I
be-
got the dumpster wrong.
Yeah, you would be going towards the back of the vehicle if you're trying to get to where the hatch is, because the hatch would be in the top.
Hmm.
And if
Might-
Dog was in the front seat, then yeah, they would have to be going towards the back of the vehicle.
Might be time to light it up like the 4th of July, y'all. Get those fireworks
Yeah.
out.
I've gone to that bit. I have an M80. Can I? It's not really much use. Do we have? I don't really have weapons on me.
You have
but we do
fireworks
have the
in the
M80s in
van.
it.
We have
True.
fireworks. We have
Uh,
fireworks.
Can I attempt to throw a firework explosive at? Oh, far away from our vehicle. It's probably leaking something, but at their vehicle.
You can definitely try. Are you going to stick your head out, or are you just throwing it blind?
I'm gonna have. Well, I'm sure. Can both me and William fit? Because I'll happily lose him as cover. He'll be fine.
I rolled back in.
Yeah, he's not outside.
Alright.
Like he just stuck his head.
Then I would stick my head out and yeet.
Yeah, give me dexterity and athletics.
Oh wait, I maxed my dexterity. I should have rolled more dice.
If Dog is climbing, if Dog is trying to
5.
get out. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, what are you saying? Because I can. Sure, I can
Oh.
say.
I was gonna say if Dog's trying to get out, is it possible for Riff Raff to help in any way?
Riff Raff is outside. Dog is inside.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna come out and help, but the problem is I'd be walking straight into bullet fire and I'd just be
Oh, okay.
injured. So I'm just choosing to stay in the thing and throw out and hoping you two get back in through the hatch.
Okay.
So
The hatch is on the opposite side of them.
Yeah.
So
There's no
Where-
getting back
oh.
in the car.
there's
Yeah.
no
Without
getting back in.
without getting shot.
It's like the driver's side is down
look.
and the top's towards the guys.
Right. I got 2 successes, but my rage dice were 2 2s.
Oh no. Oh, that's
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So 2 successes. You light it, you toss it. It does not go very far. It blows up, dealing 1 superficial damage to you.
Fun.
Short fuse.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Ow.
But good news, you gain a point of rage.
What does gaining a point of range do again?
I mean, you want to have a certain amount of rage, anything above 0, so that you can transform. Usually 3 is a fairly decent number because it's not so high that you go into frenzy, but it's not so low that you lose the wolf.
Okay. So I've just gained a rage?
Yeah, so kind of a good thing.
Yeah, in this circumstance. It's like, well, that didn't fucking work.
Nice try though.
No point if you're. I know you're dying right now, but it's okay. You don't need to patronize. It's all right.
You didn't drop it on us. I mean, there's that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And Amira, what
Okay,
did you end up deciding to do?
Given everything that's happening there, I'm going to just shoot.
Okay,
Go
for it.
So that for me is 40-10 because 2 and 2. That is 1 success.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, are you using your 9mm?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
Only gun I have.
Yeah, so as you are trying to, I'm assuming, fire out the hatch, the top hatch, you do hit, but it seems like it mostly hits their body armor and doesn't seem to actually do anything to slow them down.
Yeah.
And as Bambi
God.
is getting ready to take her turn, you all hear more gunfire,
Ooh.
and those of you near the hatch can see it seems that they are shooting at the trailer.
The actual fuck?
Well, that's where our explosives are, so really.
We must have a bug.
But how do they know?
Because we have a mole. Didn't we suspect we had one?
Somebody's tipped them off. Yeah.
All right. I mean, good luck. Bullets don't exactly set things up for explosions. They're just
Like-
gonna ruin everything we have.
And possibly kill you all.
Yeah. Time to get out of there, you guys.
I was gonna take the
You
car
wouldn't
anyway.
know. You wouldn't be able to see.
Those was by the hatch. No.
We wouldn't?
Yeah, because we're
Yeah,
behind.
you
If
and
they're
Riff Raff would-
firing at if they're firing at the trailer, wouldn't we hear it? Because we're like behind the
hear
thing,
it.
but like
You'd hear it, but you wouldn't know what they're shooting at. You can assume that they're probably shooting at your friends, but you wouldn't know that they're shooting at the trailer.
but if it was hitting the trailer, we'd hear it hitting the trailer, no?
It wouldn't sound any different than hitting the RV, though.
Okay, fair.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna try to shout out, "Scatter! Get away from the RV!" And I'm gonna rush the gunfire. Or I'm gonna
Okay.
try to rush them to end firing.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me, if you're gonna shoot at them, give me your
All right.
dexterity and firearms. Also, Riff Raff, you have an inspiration from Aaron.
Yay.
3 successes.
Okay. So they also got 3 successes, but because you are the attacker, you are able to take out another one.
And I'm rushing them down.
So they are shooting at you. It doesn't seem like at this point they're aiming as well. They seem to be a little bit panicked, so they don't hit you. But you can see that the trailer is actively on fire. And at this point, Juniper and Riff Raff, you would be able to see that the trailer is on fire. And also would have-
Just fertilizer in
Would we have like for safety in our RV, would we not have a fire extinguisher?
So, yes, you probably would. But once it is on fire, it's going to be pretty dangerous to try and put that out. You can certainly try, but I would not recommend it.
Yeah, if the stuff in the trailer could get ignited, most of it's self-oxygenating.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, and fireworks are very, very dangerous to try and
Can
put
I
out.
call my?
Well,
can
I think
call
all
my
the
guys at
fireworks
all?
are
Like,
in
they
the
do-
RV,
Oh,
and all the weapons were in the other thing, right?
that's true. That's true. But yeah, I mean, you did have explosives.
we do.
That's not untrue. Yeah.
Doug, what were
Did
you saying?
we? Well, my guys were slightly run off the road, but would
Mhm.
they be able to be catching up by now? Because that would be a great way to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, so we will get to that in just a moment.
But if
So-
we do have to scatter, though, I would be dragging. I would be like half out the bit and be like reaching to grab a mirror to help get us both out fast.
Yeah, I'm
'Cause
getting.
I think a mirror is the first
I'm
way from
getting
getting
Dog
out.
out of there.
Yeah.
So as the two of you are working on getting out, Riff Raff and Juniper, what would you be doing? I mean, you can see that the trailer is on fire. You know that it's basically a lost cause once you can see the fire like that.
I think Riff Raff is gonna look at Juniper and just be like, "Make sure everyone gets out okay. I'll be right back." And then she's
What
gonna
are you going to do?
he's gonna turn into his Krynos form. I have to do a rage check, right?
2 of them. Yep.
Do I have to pass or fail?
Pass.
Okay. I don't know why for some reason I'm like, do I
My
have to fail?
friend.
I got a 9 and a 6.
Okay, those both are successes. So yeah,
Yeah.
you successfully turn into your Krynos form.
Would I
And
have
what
to
are you
take
doing?
out 2 rage from my rage bar?
No, it doesn't affect your rage. You were successful, so you're good.
Oh, okay. And then
Yeah.
he's gonna like leap over the RV and he's gonna like run towards the guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you attacking?
Yeah, he's gonna attack.
Absolutely. Give me strength and brawl, please.
Yeah, he'll just attack the closest guy.
Okay.
Brawl,
Don't
and then
forget.
Your inspiration. It's a bonus die.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
And it's a physical test, so you get +4 dice.
Yeah,
Oh really?
that's a good point.
Oh
Because you're
my
in Kratos.
god! I have so many dice.
You're
Can be bad
Okay.
as well as good.
1,
gonna need more dice.
3, 4 successes.
Nice.
And are you attacking with claws or teeth?
He'll attack with his teeth.
Okay. So you leap over in a feat of strength that for a person would be basically impossible, but in Kranos form is fairly normal. And you rush these remaining 2 and absolutely rip the throat out of the first one. The second one tries to flee, and biting into his shoulder, you take him down as well.
I just like shake him and throw him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like a dog with a toy.
Yeah.
And it is around this time that your friendly pickup is catching up to you. They had to change one of their tires. They had a blowout.
Whoop. Just
Alright.
I just forgot the radio with me just shouting, hey, we got wounded here, drive through, drive fast, come over the turn. Just like, and then just avoid the big thing. That don't worry about it.
Since I
Avoid
ran
the
up on
lateral.
these guys, can I loot them? See what they got on them?
I mean, you know that the trailer's on fire. There's a very, very high risk of explosion, like any minute now.
Well, how
But
close
sure.
were these guys?
We need to get everybody out of the.
Well, they
RV.
were about 30 feet away whenever
Yeah.
they were climbing out, so they're pretty close.
Okay, guys, we gotta get you
Hey,
out of
William,
there.
So they were
William, why don't
suicidal.
you kill the... William, why don't you take their van since you're like
That was my
fast
next
running
thing. I was
at
gonna
it?
just jump in the van and drive it off because we need a car anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, it's big enough it could fit all of you.
Mhm.
All right, I'll jump in and start the car and just wait for everybody to get in.
Maybe you want to drive towards us, and then people with
Drive
bullets
closer to the
still?
explosion.
I mean, especially for dog, that would probably be
Yeah.
Very
Oh,
helpful.
right.
Riff,
Yeah,
if
I'll
Need
try
some
it.
help getting out of there?
I'll
Oh,
gun
dog's
it.
already out. Dog's already out.
Dog's already out? Okay, great.
in
I was
this
out
form,
the mirror
because
for
Riffraff
helping
is
me out.
in this form because Riffraff is so strong. Could he technically go over and grab and carry dog
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
There's
sorry,
no
Mirror
mirrors.
is way
I don't
better.
need to be carried, am
if,
I?
if
That'd be so
permitted?
easy.
Amira got me out. It's alright. Amira got me out of the vehicle a bit already because I was at the shoot. So me and Amira just helped each other get out of it. I should be okay now.
All right, then yeah, everyone get in the car and I'll just drive us off.
All right. So you all hop in this blacked out Escalade and take off.
Yeah,
And I think that's probably a good place. I think that's a good place for us to end as you all hit the road and behind you, your RV and trailer go up in flames.
There's a traitor in our midst. Somebody
had-
tipped off these
You
motherfuckers.
had to mention Breaking Bad as Riff Raff. As Riff Raff, because we've just been attacked by an SUV bit, which normally very high level gangs and stuff would have in the
also-
desert, in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Game Master,
Yes.
can I make a note, for the start of next game that William does not trust this car and wants to get rid of it as soon as possible.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Mira's going to second that by saying, hey, maybe we need to see if there's a tracker or something on this that needs to be disabled.
But I'm hoping this thing has grenades. You said they were preparing for anything.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Hunters again, just like the ones with the workshop.
And you know what? I will say, before we fully head out for this, you could grab probably their guns pretty easily, and they would have I would imagine something, like a bandolier. So you get some extra ammo, and you do notice as you're all kind of grabbing these things on the run, there are 3 grenades.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Double check, make sure they're not smoke grenades.
Can I also
No,
note
they
that
are.
Mike,
They are fragmentation grenades.
can I also make a note that Mike, since we were running away and we got away before my guys could get there, that if they could drop, if they had, because they said they are pretty well armed as well. But if they can try and drive by those guys so we can get rid of any evidence, that'd be great. As they just shoot as they drive by.
Well, the fire and the explosion did a lot to get rid of it.
That's fine. Then. Run them over. I'm kidding. They probably have to though because of the damn thing.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I think, like I said, that's a good place for us to end.
It's going to turn
So,
out that those rat people we were mean to just sold us out because like Rick Fraff and some of us went, oh.
I mean, you
Oh.
weren't mean to them. It's totally fine. Everything's fine.
Bye.